All right, it is 8:02, and I call this special call board meeting, June 1st, 2022, to order. Mr. Castillo, will you take roll?
Yes, sir. Ms. Sandra Garcia is not here. Mr. Ruben Trevino?
Present.
I am here. Martin Castillo. Ms. Leticia Quintero is not here. Mr. Ray Farias is not here. Mr. Jesus Amaya?
Present.
Mr. Donald Henderson?
Present.
Dr. Gonzalo Salazar?
Present.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo. So, did we have anybody sign up for public comment?
We did not, sir.
No one signed up for public comment. We move to action items, Roman numeral number 4. Action item, discuss and take action regarding issuing an updated request for qualifications for design professionals for the district's Performing Arts Center project. Do I have a motion? I have a motion, Mr. Amaya?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that we take action regarding the issuing of an updated request for qualifications for design professionals for the district's Performing Arts Center project.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Mr. Castillo? Second. Any discussion?
Just, I think that most of us know the reason why this is coming up or why it's being readdressed, but just for the purpose of defining the whole process, could we turn it over to the superintendent? Would you wish?
Dr. Salazar?
Yes, sir. Mr. Trevino and members of the board, you'll recall that the board authorized administration to enter into negotiations with the highest ranked bidder. After a couple of meetings, I decided to recommend that it is in the best interest of the district to end negotiations and start the process all over again. Just find that it is in the best interest to do so at this time. I can be more specific if necessary, but I would rather just enter into the record that we feel it's in the best interest of the district.
Thank you, Dr. Salazar. So with that said, all those in favor of taking action regarding issuing an updated request for qualifications for design professionals for the district's Performing Arts Center project, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Number 2, discuss and take action to approve agreement contracts for CSP number 21-22-35 Food Service Management Company to Southwest Food Service Excellence, LLC, SFE, for a 1-year fixed cost contract subject to regulatory approval. Do I have a motion? Mr. Castillo?
Motion to approve, sir.
Do I have a second? Mr. Henderson? Any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor of item number 2, please raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Move on to item number 3, discuss and take action to approve agreement contracts for CSP number 21-22-37 CNS kitchen equipment for new middle school. Do I have a motion? Mr. Amaya, do I have a second? Mr. Castillo, we have a first and a second. Any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor of approving the agreement contracts for CSP 21-22-37 CNS kitchen equipment for new middle school, please raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Number 4, discuss and take action to approve a donation of $6,213 from Las Huellas, Inc. Huellas? Huellas. Las Huellas, Inc. Do I have a motion? Mr. Henderson, do I have a second? Mr. Amaya, any discussion? There being no discussion, all those in favor of approving a donation of $6,213 from Las Huellas, Inc., please raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Number 5, discuss and take action to approve the superintendent's personnel recommendations for the following position for the 2022-2023 school year. A, teachers. B, counselors. C, speech-language pathologist assistant. D, speech-language pathologist. and E, Technology Director. Do I have a motion? Mr. Castillo,
Motion to approve, sir.
do I have a second? Mr. Henderson? We have a first and a second. Any discussion? There being no discussion, we have a first and a second to approve superintendent's personnel recommendations for the following positions for the 22-23 school year, A through E. All those in favor, raise your hand. Unanimous, passes. We're gonna move on to Roman numeral 5, closed session. Pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, including but not limited to 551.074, to discuss all items as appropriate regarding personnel recommendations. It is 8:08 p.m. It is 8:45. We are back in open session. What Roman numeral is it? 6. What is the next one? Announcements? Dr. Salazar, is there any announcements?
Yes, sir. The only announcement we have is that we have our regular school board meeting for June on the 13th here at 6 p.m.
All righty. So I will adjourn this meeting. It is 8:45.